right, good evening, everybody. Again, Instagram took an extra second or two to come on, but everybody's live now. We welcome you back to the Friday edition of Putting on the Glitz. We've got new stuff in this week. We've had 2 new orders come in with some of the new fall things. So you're going to see some of the new fall trends. A couple of them are the layered look, like I have on. Layers have been hot for the last several seasons, and this is no exception to this one. You can mix the metals, you can match the metals. I tend to like them in odd numbers instead of even. They put an even number. Hi, Shannon. They put an even number in this one, just 2 layers. I would probably put another one right here or a longer one to come down underneath here, just to make it more visually pleasing. The odd numbers are a little bit better for that. Let me pull this camera down just a tiny bit. There we go. So I'm more centered in the screen. The other thing that is really hot this season is bows. Bows in any shape or form. So we've got a few bows tonight. I have some more in my inventory, and we have more coming every single day in our new releases. So bows and layers. There you go. That's what you need to know. Hi, Aunt Dora. Let me write your names down so I don't forget. So if you like bows or layers, you're in this season. The other thing that's still hot, it's stayed for a while now, is chunky chains. They're liking the chunky chain look. And I don't know, I kind of like it too. It depends on what I'm wearing. But that is another one that has not gone away yet. So you can continue wearing chunky chains and be right up to speed. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started today. We've had a great week. It's been cool outside. It's been breezy. It's getting ready to heat up again, so we're not excited about that. So we're trying to enjoy it while it lasts. Hi, Mom. All right, this first necklace I have 2 of. This is a smaller one. It is called Vintage Validation in blue. So you can see that's kind of a sapphire blue in the middle, a little bit darker than royal, a little bit light for navy, and then it has that frilly, almost lacy frame on it, studded with white rhinestones. It's got a little bit of shine there. And our earrings also are those same blue teardrops. So if you didn't want to, since this necklace is dainty, you could probably just wear these earrings with this and not upgrade. You're windy and another storm coming in. Well, we are supposed to get back up in the 90s for next week. But for this week, it has been beautiful. So we're just trying to enjoy it while it lasts. This one is right below the collar. And with the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down to probably just above mid-chest, depending on how it fits you, but probably just above mid-chest. So we do have 2 of these available. This is Vintage Validation. And yes, I have red Sharpie on my hand. That is not a wound. It is red Sharpie because I can't use a Sharpie. I'm like a kid. I get it all over myself every time. Hi, Kim. This is number 1. So we have 2 of those available. How's everybody else doing weather-wise? Are you cooler this week too? Are you hotter this week? Are we starting to feel fall coming in? That's what I'm thinking. It's not going to stay, but we're starting to feel just that hint of fall in the air. And then it's going to go back to summer. Hopefully it'll go back to fall soon. Never know. All right, next ones. These are post earrings. These are called Handcrafted Horseshoe. Handcrafted Horseshoe. Oh, up to 100 by the weekend. Yuck, Kim. These are a pale blue with a brown marbling. We're not going to heat up quite that fast. Our post is right in the center of this round piece. This is going to be the length and size. I'm trying to get it to, come on, focus. There we go. It's like me trying to focus. The camera can't focus. 48 and foggy. Ooh, awesome. Hi, Faye. So we have 2 of these available. Again, this is Handcrafted Horseshoe in blue, and that's a very pale blue. It's not the turquoise blue. We have 2 of them, and they are number 2. We're talking about the weather. It has been so nice this week, hasn't it? Cooler temperatures, and today, I don't know about, well, not every day, but today especially was very breezy. So it kept that air moving. Felt really good out there. I see my camera has unfocused again. It loves me. It's all right. I'm unfocused too. All right, Mechanical Mischief. This is in multi. So we've got more than one color here. We've got some gold. We've got some silver, and it looks like there's some antique copper in here. The only one I don't really see is brass. We have some little shaped rings, all different shapes. I have one of these myself because I like these. The snake chain, so it's that rounded chain. And the earrings are the little, look like twisted rope circles. And then it hangs right about here. This is great for a casual look. Yeah, I love that one too. Mom has one of these also. She loves it. So it's going to sit up above the collar. This is its unextended size. With the extension, it is going to sit down about here. So it's still going to be a shorter length necklace. Not going to go to mid-chest, but it is a nice length, especially if you're wearing a casual look, because a lot of our casual looks are going to be like this. It's not going to be super low, so you're going to want something hanging right in this area to be able to see it. And this one is going to do that. So we have Mechanical Mischief. Spread those rings out a little bit. Try to spread them out so you can see them a little bit. We have 2 of them. Hi, Terry. And it is going to be number 3 tonight. Number 3. So, Terry, we were talking about Southern California today. I have met somebody who is going to a wedding down there. And she said she's hoping it's not going to be hot down there. So what is your weather right now? Are you still hot down there, or have you started to cool off? As I was telling her, I know it's been hot, but I think it's probably cooling off by now, isn't it? All right, next up. So this one is actually the one that I have on. I have 2 more of these. So I thought it was pretty, so I bought one for myself. This is called Garden Gallery. It is in gold. So we have the gold serpentine chain up here. So that flat chain. And then we have a longer snake chain. Look at this in the center. So it's a shell type material behind it. Has that finish on it. And a little flower. It looks like a rose in that round frame. So I thought it was really cute. This is the length. Now mine, let me see. I have mine extended all the way out. So you can kind of see what it's going to look like on a real person. So here's my V-neck. This one is right here. These are my collarbones. So it's going to sit at the collarbones, even extended. With it not extended, it's going to be a choker length. And then this one is just down between below the V on my shirt. So mid-chest would have been right about here. So this one's going to hang down below mid-chest. Not quite to the bust, because bust would be right about here, the top of the bust. So just above the top of the bust. Always helps when we can see it on real people, right? And see how it fits. Because the mannequins are they're made slender. And some of us are not. And it helps to see it on a real person. All right, Garden Gallery in gold. We have 2 more of these. This is going to be number 4. The layers are really cute, and I am very partial to layers, so I am glad that they have been in these last few seasons, and they're going to continue to be in through this season, because that means it's going to be easy for me to buy layers. So I take what I can get. All right, next up we have And I told you one of the other trends is bows. Bows are very, very in this season, and they're making them in different configurations because people like different things. So this one, let me get them straight so they're laying right. This is called Victorian Influence. This is in red. These actually are kind of an ombre. So we have everything from a dark red to a light, almost looks like a peach. And then there's one with that kind of looks pink in there. So we have those multicolored rhinestones, shades of red hanging down from there in the little strands. There's 3 strands on each one coming down from the little silver bows. And then the earrings are those same strands, 1 strand for each ear. So nice dainty earrings, but they match perfectly. So you would not need to upgrade if you didn't want to. I always like it when you don't have to upgrade. You can choose to upgrade. Like, I love to wear hoops, so a lot of times I'm going to wear hoops with it. But I like it when you don't have to. All right, so this one is just below the collarbones. Collarbones will be right about here. Our tassels are going to go down below the collar, about 1 inch. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down either at mid-chest or just below mid-chest, just barely below, which is also going to bring this bow down to collar length. So we have Victorian Influence in red. Let me see if I can get those rhinestones so you can see them. Everything from dark red to like a light peach. 2 of these. This is number 5. All right, so let's ask our first question. First question, we have 4 answers. Hopefully all you guys know these answers. They're fairly common. Let's go with number 4. Besides books, name something you would find at a bookstore. Besides books, what would you find at a bookstore? And I love bookstores, even though I don't read many physical books anymore. I still love bookstores. They're fun. Coffee. Yep, number 4. They have great coffee shops, don't they? That's where I first tried a chai latte, and I was hooked. Puzzles, not puzzles, surprisingly. That wasn't on there. Chairs, shelves, nope, not in there. Although we definitely would find those in there. I think they're talking like for sale. Just looking at the answers, that's kind of what I'm getting. Stationery or cards, that is a great guess, but it's not on there. Bookmarks were, they were number 2. The magazines, number 1. Bookstores have a lot of magazines. They're not just at the checkout at their grocery store, although I do see them there a lot. But magazines in the bookstores. One more thing. What else might you find? And it's a little something. Probably up by the checkout. Booklight, not a booklight, but you're in the right area of the store. We'll say that. Right area of the store. Candy, not candy, but that goes great with the books, right? I always need candy when I read my books late at night. It makes the book better. I don't know. It's not scientific. It's my own research. One more thing. And they might have fancy ones. Sometimes they have fancy ones. Sometimes they'll have special ones for little kids with their characters. You think? Probably under $5, depending on what kind you buy. If you don't buy a super fancy one. Bobbleheads, not bobbleheads. They do have characters, though. I think they should make a bobblehead of me because, I can't ever decide where to put my head. Stickers, not stickers, but also really close. Kind of in the stationery or gift section, not toys. Something you probably use on a daily basis and you probably lose it often. Not a calendar, but that's a great guess too. They have some great calendars at the bookstore. Pens, yes. Pens was number 3. There we go. Finally gave you enough clues. Good thing we're not playing $25,000 pyramid because it would have already buzzed. Audiobooks, yeah, they do have them there. I always forget that you can buy them actually like on the CD or there used to be cassette tapes. Newspapers. I'm not sure if ours carries newspapers anymore. I know our library does, but I'm not sure about our bookstore. It seems like they would, right? All right, to go with our bow trend. This is High Class Hype. This is in white. These are little white beads, and they have a little pearly finish on them. So they kind of look like tiny white pearly beads. And it looks like a tied bow. We have silver accents in the middle and at the bottom. The earrings are little stacks of those white pearly beads. This is the length. It looks just like that. So this is up above the collar, obviously a little bit more than an inch above the collar, and then our strings coming down off of it are almost at mid-chest. With the 2-inch extension, that bow is going to come down here, and the ends of those strings are going to be about here. This would look really nice against a dark-colored plain dress. Would really dress it up, or top. Kind of like what I have on, but I wouldn't wear the V-neck. This is called High Class Hype. It is in white, and we have 2 of them. It is number 6. Number 6. Number 7. Let's see, I got a pair of earrings here. This says Ariel Avenue in pink. I only have 1 set of these because I tried to order more and I didn't get them. So white rhinestones in an oval, and then along the edges of the butterfly wings, those are pink rhinestones. Kind of a medium pink. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like the color is a little bit washed out to me on the screen, but this is the length and size. 2 little pink butterfly earrings. Just 1 pair of these. This is Ariel Avenue in pink, and it is number 7. Number 8, also earrings. These were cute. Western Whisper in black, and I'm going to pull them to the side so that you can kind of see these the little charms that are on it. So we have the black stone hanging in here in a few different shapes, and some black stones hanging at the bottom. We have a little horseshoe. We have a cowboy hat. We have a horse. We have a cowboy boot. And we have a cactus. Hi, Ruth. So I don't know if you can see those up close. This is the length and size. So little dangly earrings. We have Western Whisper in black. This is number 8. We have 2 pairs of those. Let me put you down on my sheet, Ruth. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. All right. After that, if you need a necklace to wear with those, this is called Badlands Basin. It is also in black. So we have the black stones or beads in the center. These very ornate pieces that are threaded onto the chain. Nice background for that, right? And they almost look like a flower formation, the way that they put those in here. It kind of looks like a flower. this is the length. So this one is sitting right at the collar and below with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down here to mid-chest. So that one's going to make it to mid-chest. I also have 2 of these. So this is Badlands Basin in black. And it is going to be number 9 tonight. Number 10. Let us see. What else do I have here? I have green. I have green. This one, I just love this setting. It doesn't matter what color it comes in. I love this setting. Contemporary Connections in green. So we also had this in a light purple. This one is kind of a kiwi green. You see that green in there? Very pretty. What are we calling that? I hate it when I lose words. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you can see it. And then we have the twisted rope appearing ovals. Yes, this one's very ornate. Very, very filigree. That's the word. Sometimes I reach for them and they aren't there. So this one also sits at the collar and below. With the 2-inch extension, it is actually going to sit right here at the top of the bust. And this is in a color we don't see a lot of. So it's nice that they put this color out because, I mean, we have clothes in these colors. So this is Contemporary Connections. It is in green. We have 2 of them. This one is number 10. All right, let's find another question. Hopefully a little bit easier than the last one, although you got them pretty good. Number 10, you want that one? Gotcha. All right. All right, let's try this one. 4 answers for this. Let's go with 2. Name something you might win at a carnival. So you're going to go play the games at the carnival. What are you going to win? What do you win at the carnival? So many choices. Stuffed animal, number 1. That's the most popular. Everybody's winning stuffed animals. At least we know why it's number 1, right? A goldfish, number 2. That was it, Ruth. Number 2 is the goldfish. Personally, I don't want the goldfish. I've already got goldfish. Rather have the stuffed animal. What else? A ball. That's close. That's close. What else might you win at the carnival? We've got the stuffed animal. We've got the goldfish. What else are you winning? Little kids love this stuff. These are the things that make them. It's okay, Kim, I figured. This is the one that makes them grab on Dad's arm and say, Daddy, Daddy, win that for me. Candy, not candy. Although I'm sure that would do it too. Jewelry, not jewelry, but that is true. I have gotten some jewelry at the carnival. It is very cheap jewelry that turns your skin green instantly, but I did get some. Give you a couple more seconds. See what you think. Last answers. Going once. Going twice. A poster. Hi, Marlo. Not a poster. Not a candied apple either, but that's great. I would love to win a candied apple. That's pretty great. T-shirt, not a t-shirt. Number 3 was toy. So it's just more generic than the stuffed animal. Could be any kind of toy. And number 4 was balloons. Now, I have never seen anybody win balloons. I don't know if I've seen them offer balloons as a prize, but I can see that happening. So, stuffed animal, goldfish, toy, and balloons. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have a bracelet and necklace. These go together. You do not have to buy both. I just get them in the matching sets because some people like to have the matching sets. Here's the necklace. This is called Ornate Opinion. This is in orange. So this is the crackle stone. We have an oval crackle stone up here, nice silver flowers. This has the dot motif around it in the frame. And then in the bottom, we have orange crackle stone with a turquoise center and little teardrops. Hi, Allison, little silver teardrops pointing toward that center. I thought this was pretty. And then the bracelet, the adjustable bracelet, is like the top of the chain. We have the ovals and the little flowers. This is adjustable clasp, so you have the extension to help it fit your wrist. I'll show you where the necklace sits. So the necklace, this is a little longer one. We have it sitting right above the bust. Yet this color is really nice. Sitting right above the bust with the 2-inch extension, it's going to come over the bust. So it's going to sit like right here in the middle. So we have Ornate Opinion and coordinating bracelet. I have 2 of each so that we have enough if 2 people want sets. These are going to be number 11. If you don't want both pieces, that is fine. Just let me know which pieces you want so that I can get the right ones in your pouch. I thought those were nice. Next up, you want a set, Marlo? Gotcha. Our next one is in antiqued copper. So this is a dark metal, 3 layers. This is called Prairie Dream. I had to make sure I remembered right. Prairie Dream. So we have the little teardrops up at the top, and they have a little tiny bit of texture on them. Then we have this teardrop, almost looks like a flower with a little white rhinestone in the center. And then we have the chain. And that's a pretty neat chain. It's not just a standard link chain. And this rhinestone, this is, I don't know. It looks a little opalescent to me, but I'm not sure if it is. So we have 1 layer that sits right above the collar. Then this teardrop sits just below it. And our chain is about 1 inch below the collar. So we have a nice gradual step down in these layers with the 2-inch extension. That top is going to be down here. The bottom one is going to be down here. So probably just barely under center chest. We have 2 of these. This is Prairie Dream. It is in antiqued copper. And it is number 12. So I asked everybody earlier, now I'll ask again because there's more people in here. Whose weather has started to cool down already? And who's still hot or going to be hot? Because I know ours cooled down for this week, but it's not going to stay that way. Number 12 also, Marlo. Gotcha. Who started to cool down? I'm ready for fall. I am so ready. It's been so hot this summer. I'm tired of boiling. I turn lobster red. Whether you boil me or burn me, I turn lobster red. Neither one of them are fun. The first of your week was awesome, Kim. Cool. Yeah, we actually got cooler as the week went. We started on Monday, kind of in the high to mid 80s, and then it got cooler as the week went. So yesterday and today have only really been in the 70s. Really, really nice. All right, this one is Stony Shimmer. Hey, Megan. Stony Shimmer. You cooled down, but you'll heat up again. Yeah. September's hot there. Our September tends to be too. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. You're still in the 80s, Marlo, but you've got the cooler nights. I do like the cooler nights. 105 earlier. Oof. And this is why I don't live in Tucson. You were 92 at lunch today? Oof. That's still kind of hot. You've been cool for a few days now, Allison. Supposed to get back up into the 80s next week. Okay, well, we're going back up into the 90s. So we're a little bit warmer than that. All right, now that we've taken a poll, if anybody else wants to chime in, go ahead. So I'm trying to figure out where it's hot and where it's cool now. This is in 3 colors. So Stony Shimmer, this is the Crackle Stone. So we have an olive green, we have a turquoise, and we have kind of a muted orange. It's not the brighter orange like that flower was. And then it has the little, I'm going to call them barrel beads because they're little oblong beads rounded in between each one of those. And that's going to help those stay separate so that you can really see them. They won't all kind of collect at the bottom. Not that they would ever try that. Especially not when I'm putting them on the mannequin. So this one is sitting right above the collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit right here, which is just above mid-chest. So nice casual length. This one, you get all the things right, is Stony Shimmer. Let me get that closer. You can kind of see the muted orange and the green and the blue. We have 2 of these. This one is number 13. Been getting a lot of Southwestern things. There's a lot of Southwestern being released this fall. So keep your eye out. You want number 13? We're going to break Marlo's bank this year because she loves the Southwestern. And we've got a lot of it. And I've been ordering it. All right, this next one, I have a necklace. I have 3 pairs of earrings that could potentially match this. So stay tuned. I'm going to go through all of them. So we'll ask the question after that so that you can kind of keep track of what's going on. This is called Serene Statement in gold. So this is iridescent. These little rectangular pieces are iridescent. It is set in gold. The little round ones here are white rhinestone. So we have that nice mixture of the white and the iridescent. That iridescent is going to reflect all different colors. So depending on what your light is, you can get some pinks, some blues, some orangey or peachy, maybe a little bit of green. I see a little bit of green in there. So lots of different colors in here. This one's sitting, you can see just about half and half above and below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here. So that is right above mid-chest. So a nice length. We have 2 of these. This is Serene Statement. It is in gold and it is iridescent. I don't know how much of that iridescence is coming through on your screen. Of course, I can see it over here. It's much easier in person. This one is number 14. All right. Now I have 3 pairs of earrings. We're going to start with these. These are the fanciest. We have Interstellar Illumination in multi. So these are also set in gold. This one has more of a emerald cut rhinestone. that is iridescent. And then we also have some white rhinestone accents, little white rhinestone, round rhinestones, and then these little bars that kind of run through there. Those are also the white rhinestone. Nice color match. This is the length and size. We have 2 pairs of these. So this is Interstellar Illumination, number 15. You can definitely see the iridescence a little bit better on these earrings. Next, if you're not a big earring person, Imperfect Illumination in gold. These also have those little rectangles that are iridescent at the bottom, 3 of them lining that bottom, and then like a twisted gold circle. These are a post earring, and our post is going to sit right up here. So if you like a smaller earring, these are good for that. They are going to hang down because the post is at the top. We have 3 pairs of these. They are number 16. They're about the size of a nickel. So if you need something to compare them to, about a nickel. And then I have 1 pair of these. These are ear crawlers, and I know they're not everybody's thing, but we have 1 pair. These are called Stay Magical in gold, and these are actually upside down because they hang them through the hole up here. So this is what would actually be in the hole of your ear, and then this would crawl up your ear. That's why they're called ear crawlers. We again have the iridescent rectangles, and they're in a gold setting. So this is what they're actually going to look like going up your ear. I'm going to just do this for size. I know it's really hard to like tell what they're going to look like. This is about the size. So not a big earring at all. So we have Stay Magical in gold, and that is in the iridescent also. Number 17, just 1 pair of those. Okay, so you have options. Let's see. Ooh. Let's try this one. Time for a question. 4 answers. Trying to decide which one to take. Let's do number 3. Name a place you should avoid if you're on a diet. I'm sure we all know this, right? Place you should avoid when you're on a diet. I don't see Krispy Kreme listed, so I assume that I'm okay. The donut shop. See, you were thinking what I was thinking. Not a donut shop. It's not on there. Buffet. The buffet is also not on there. Bakery. Bakery was number 2. Baskin Robbins, the ice cream shop. That was number 3. That was the winning one. The Italian restaurant. Yeah, Olive Garden. Horrible. Don't ever look at their calories and fat content. Never. You'll never eat there again. Not the fair, but that is a great idea because they deep fry everything. You know it how it is. Deep fried Snickers, deep fried Oreos. That's a heart attack waiting to happen. McDonald's, yep, our fast food restaurants. Not good for you either. I don't recommend you look at the calories there either. Also, the calories on the Frappuccinos at Starbucks, don't look. Just enjoy it. 1 more place, number 4. One of my weaknesses. One of them. Where else would you avoid if you're on a diet? And you usually have a few in the mall. I know we don't go to the mall much anymore, but there are usually a few in the mall. Maybe a few standalone. Yeah, the candy store. Absolutely. Candy store is number 4. Especially the chocolate. Chocolate tends to be higher in calories. But you know, it always looks and smells so good. And some of it tastes really good too. Like we had, I think, Godiva chocolates in our mall. I never bought any because I stayed out of there. But it was tempting. All right. Next up, we have Voyager Vibes. This is in purple. We have the dot motif. You see that around the outsides. Anything caramel? Yes, I love chocolate caramel. So Snickers is like my favorite candy. And Reese's Cups would be my second. Have you tried the new caramel Reese's, Kim? I wasn't sure if I'd like them with the peanut butter and the caramel, but they were actually really good. So this one's just below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down to mid-chest. So we have 2 of these. That's a nice medium purple. Voyager Vibes. And we have 2 of them. Ooh, I can get a free truffle once a month? That's awesome. You keep the Snickers hid for emergencies? I would love to, but I would eat it. Number 18. So I'm going to tell on myself here. I used to, when I went to the grocery store, I would buy myself a candy bar. Oh, no, it was a Reese's, Kim. The caramel Reese's. It was really good. Not sure if the peanut butter Snickers, I mean, that should be about the same thing. Okay, so I used to buy a candy bar when I'd go to the store because I wanted a candy bar, right? But I would buy Max one too. And he wouldn't eat his right away. He'd put it in his cabinet or on his nightstand. And when I got desperate while he was at work, I would eat his too and then go buy him another one to replace it. So the candy is not safe in the house with me. So we have to buy them in singles so that I only have one to eat. And nobody else can keep theirs either. If you do, you better hide it really well. Because I'll come knock on your door at midnight, say, I'm desperate. Do you have any chocolate? Hi, Tracy. I do that with soda too. I was desperate last week and I didn't want to go to the store. I wanted a soda so bad. And my son had some. And I'm like, please, please, can I have a soda? And he gave me one. That's what kids are good for. Your dad loves Zero bars. I don't like the white chocolate. All right, Seashore Vibes in orange. We have 3 of these. So this is kind of a coral orange. It's got a little bit of a pinky look to it. We have the half circle with that shell type finish. And then we have the round silver. You eat John's too? Yeah, I let him know I did it, but I always replace it. Then I can get myself another one too. So there are motives behind that. This is the length and size. Seashore Vibes in orange. And again, that is a corally orange. It is number 19. You can't leave candy around me. It's not good. Crimped Couture. These are in gold, obviously in black and gold. One of my favorite combinations. We don't see it a lot anymore. Hi, Jessica. Not a lot, but this is black and gold. So these are post earrings. Our post is right up here at the top. You can see why they call it crimped, because it does have that ripply texture. Remember when we used to crimp our hair? I'm not that old, but, you know, I heard about it. And these are hinged in the middle. This is the length and size. So just like that. We have 2 pairs of these. Crimped Couture in gold, number 20. Jessica, are you down visiting again? Or up visiting? Not sure which way it is now. Up, down. Are you visiting? So we're at number 20. Let's go ahead and ask another question. Oh, this is a good one. 4 answers on this one. All of them have 4 answers. Let's go with number 3. You're not visiting? Okay. I didn't know if you were up here this weekend or not. Or wherever we are. Up, down, over, whatever it is. Take number 3 out of 4. Name something you find in a desert. Something you find in a desert. You're in my favorite town. Oof. Lucky you. She wishes. Yeah, I would too. Sand. Snakes. Snakes was number 3. So that was the winning one. Sand was number 2. Cactus, number 1. Gotta have cactus. A horse with no name. Yes and no. It was not on the list. Lizards. Ooh, lizards are good. Not lizards. So this one is more Middle Eastern. The camel. Yep, number 4. Scorpions, donkeys. All those things are in the desert. I'm not so sure too much about the donkeys. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a desert with donkeys. Buzzards? Definitely buzzards, because things die out there. That's where things go to die. Or people go to bury dead things. We won't dwell on that. Yeah, I don't know if donkeys do too much in desert. I know they're in the hot areas, but I don't know about actual desert. The camels do better. The oasis, yeah, the oasis. It's always a figment of your imagination, but, you know, it's nice looking. All right. They're wild there in Payson? Oh, I didn't know they had wild ones out there. That's cool. So I guess they are in the desert. You would know. All right, frilly feature in gold. So this is the best of both worlds. We've got gold and we've got that pearly finish. So we have pearly beads, and then these are flower petals that are also pearly. This is on a gold hoop. This is going to be the length and size. Oasis is real, Mirage is imaginary. There you go. Okay. You're right. You're absolutely right. The Mirage is imaginary Oasis. Frilly feature in gold. We have 2 of them. Number 21. That's when we wish we had the Oasis. Small Town Twinkle in gold. These are smaller hoops. They are about the size of a dime. So these are gold. They have 2 rows of white rhinestones. So some smaller ones, but they pack a little punch, and they match my rings. So, you know, there is that. I have a pair myself. This is the length and size. So I like having a smaller set of hoops, especially if I'm going to go more casual. So these work great for that. Small Town Twinkle. We have 5 of these because I bought plenty to make sure that we had some in stock. In gold, number 22. We're almost done. And tonight we had plenty of people, so we are going to get to spin for a free piece. Let's see. Mesa Mezzanine in black. Mesa Mezzanine. So these are the black crackle stone. This is a half circle. Has little white marbling. I don't know how well you can see that in the screen, but there's white marbling, little veins through that black. Then a little silver bar, and these are attached by the chains. I love these chains. I don't know why. I just like them. There are several pairs of earrings that have those chains, and I like them. This is the length and size. So we have Mesa Mezzanine. It is in black. Sorry, tickly nose. 2 of them available. Number 23. The fan finally got to me. I was actually outside for a while today, about 4 hours. I did SMPW for 4 hours this morning, and all of that tree pollen is out there, and it was breezy, so it was blowing it out of the trees. It's not a lot of fun, but it was a beautiful day outside. Now my allergies are just going to kill me for a while. It'll be fine. Rockin' Rockette in black. So this is one of my favorite layered necklaces, and we have it in more than one color. We have the blue, we have the navy blue. We used to have it in the orange, but that sold out. But we still have it in black. So we have the black beads on 2 of the layers, and little black faceted flat beads, flat round beads. And then we have the 2 decorative chains in between. These are all freely moving layers. They are not attached to each other. except right up here where they attach to the chain that goes around the back of your neck. This is a nice piece to dress something up. 2 of these above the collar, or right at the collar, 2 below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right here, just above the bust. We have 3 of these in the black. Rockin' Rockette in black is going to be number 24. Number 25. There it is. I knew I had it out. This one is a little bit longer. So I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. One daydream at a time. This is in green. It's not quite an emerald green. It's a little bit darker than that. Let's see. See what my color chart says. It's almost like a dark bluish green. Not quite jalapeno. Let's see. It's almost like a jungle green. That's what they're calling it, jungle green. So sideways, moonstone oval. And then we have the little scroll in the frame. And then another little round moonstone. We have the curved bar in silver. This is a really nice looking necklace in person. This is the length. So it is going to sit down at your bust. Nice longer length. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here. So the bottom of it will be right here, which means it is going to sit just across the bust right here. So a nice kind of medium length, not down in the abdomen, not up here in the chest, right in the middle. We have 2 of these. One daydream at a time. In green, this is our last piece for tonight. It is number 25. Number 25. All right. Give me just a second to put, I should tell you to talk among yourselves. Can you do that? I'm going to put your names in this wheel, and we are going to spin to see who wins the free piece of jewelry today. Let's see. Okay, got everybody. Let's see who it's going to land on. And Tracy, you are it. You have won a free piece of jewelry. So out of your next order, one of your pieces will be free. It will reflect that on your invoice. It'll still be, the piece will be on your invoice, but it will say $0 where the charge normally is. So you'll know how to look for that. So I'm going to mark your name. We've got you. So when you order something, you'll get it free. Okay, you guys have a great night. We're going to be back Sunday. Got some more one and dones. I've got some stuff that they sent me from the headquarters, from their warehouse. So we'll take a look at those. Most of them are one and dones. So we'll do some of those on Sunday, along with some of our other one and dones. So make sure your fingers are flexed and warm and happy so that you can claim them quickly. You guys have a great weekend. I hope your good weather holds out. And have a good rest of your Friday night. Good night.